Love reflects love. Hello, all you beautiful souls out there, my social media family. How are you doing today? My name's Chris, and I'm here to help you find your happiness. In today's video, we're going to be talking about love. And one of the things that's really important to understand, whether you believe in the law of attraction or the vibrational law of vibration, whatever it is, we have to understand that like attracts like, okay? And even more so, that in trying to manifest love is that we're only going to get what we are, not what we want. So therefore, it's really important to understand that in order to attract the type of love that you really wish to desire, that you really wish for and desire in your life, that you have to be that type of love first. So why is that so important? Well, the first of all is that, these are questions that I've posed in other videos, is how can you expect somebody else to love you unconditionally if you don't love yourself unconditionally? How can you expect somebody to respect you if you don't respect yourself? And most of all, how can you expect somebody to accept you for who you are if you don't even accept yourself for who you are? So when you start to think about it in those terms, it really starts to make sense. At least that's what it was for me. When I asked myself those three questions, that's when things really started to turn around in my life, because I realized that if the answer to those three questions, right, do I love myself, do I respect myself, and do I accept myself? If the answer to those three questions is no, there's absolutely no way in the world that somebody else is going to be able to do that for you as well. And that's one of the things that we have to understand, is that in order to, like I said in the beginning, in order to really attract the type of love, we have to be that first. All right. And one of the things that I did for myself is I created, I grabbed a, 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I wrote down the characteristics that I desire in a person that I wish to attract, right? And I listed them all. I mean, I went through, there's probably like 35 different things on there, and it's all about their character, right? I want somebody who's loving, caring, compassionate, right? I want somebody who has a lot of self-respect, a lot of dignity, right? Somebody who's loyal, right? And all of those things, I listed all those things. And then what I started to do is I started to encompass all of those characteristics within myself. Now, when you think about this, right, it's really important to be the type of person that you want to attract, right? So, because the more that you sit here and say, well, when I have this, then I'll be happy, or when I have that, then I'll be happy. The problem there is that you're attracting what you are. So if you're in that state of neediness or codependency, any sort of toxicity whatsoever, that is exactly what you're going to be attracting in your life. And that was one of the things that I realized, that in the past, like why my relationships, right, were failing. And I realized this because I hadn't learned to properly love myself, to properly respect myself, and to properly accept myself. And now, so this time that I've had in apart from any relationships whatsoever, right? Because I'm still single right now, and that's on purpose, right? I'm not trying to jump into any sort of a relationship because of the fact that I want to be that same person that I'm trying to attract. So I'm really working on being a better person myself. I'm really doing everything in my highest good, in the highest good of others involved, right? All my thoughts, all my words, all my actions are with the highest good of everybody around me, in mind, right? And so when I do that, imagine that's, when I attract somebody into my life, they're going to be that same way. They're going to be somebody who has done all of their healing work. That's going to be somebody who's done all of their shadow work and who's learned to love themselves, learned to respect themselves, and learned to accept themselves, right? And that is when you start to get into a relationship that's more conscious, right? Because a lot of times we enter relationships just because, out of that neediness or codependency, and then we find ourselves, maybe, and sometimes it may take years, sometimes it may be, 2 or 3 years, maybe even longer before you realize, like, oh crap, like, I'm not really in this for me, right? I'm in this because of what this relationship was giving me. And that's when things start to fail. And I noticed that, in my marriage, when I was married, right? Everything was good for a really long time, right? We were together for a total of 13 years. And I still love her to death. She's the mother of my children, so I'll always love her for that, right? However, we grew apart because of the fact that I didn't know how to properly love and respect myself or accept myself. So therefore, that's what, I ended up getting in return from my ex-wife. And unfortunately, things broke down to a point where we got divorced. However, and then, so I also want to keep going on that same topic. That's also the same thing that happened to me in the 2 relationships that I was in after that, right? They ended up failing even worse, right? Because I was still in a point of sadness, depression, and anger and regret over the things that had happened between my ex-wife and I, that is the same type of a person that I attracted into my life. So therefore, hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. I know that at least I am. And that's why I'm working really hard to make sure that the love that I am pushing out is reflecting the type of love that I want to attract in. All right, everybody. So don't forget to, I don't even know what I'm saying. I hope you like this video. All right, everybody. So don't forget to smash that thumbs up button if you did. It lets me know that you really enjoy the content. It makes me feel good. Also, when you guys, hit that thumbs up button, it lets me know that you guys are really enjoying this stuff. So also don't forget to join me over on the Vibe Tribe group page and follow me on Instagram. You can also listen to these episodes. If you don't have time to watch videos, you can listen to all these episodes over on Spotify, right? All those links will be in the description below. And other than that, please share this video with somebody who you think might benefit from it, because we never know when the right words from the right person will hit somebody at the right time and help them find their happiness. All right, everybody, until next time, I'm sending you all much love. Namaste.